It would only be for a few weeks. We could bring some of our schoolwork with us.
I'm not against it. I just think we have to talk to our teachers first, see what they think. Maybe it's better to wait for summer.
Wait for what?
We're thinking about taking a trip. Not without you, Evie. All three of us as a family.
Oh, of course, sweetheart. We wouldn't leave without you. Your dad's thinking of taking us to Asia.
Is it far?
Yes, it's pretty far.
Do we have to fly there?
Your grandma wanted you to see where our family comes from, and it was really important to her, and I promised her we would do it.
But she won't even know.
Just because someone dies doesn't mean they're gone, sweetie.
Yeah, sweetheart. You know, the people we love, they stay by our side long after they passed away. Some people say they stay with us forever.
Oh, Eve! I forgot the best part. They have the most amazing zoo.
Really?
The best zoo in the world. Way better than San Diego.
Max.
You'll love it.
Don't.
What?
Don't talk it up. Even if we can afford it, I'm not sure about the timing.
Hey, Eve, you know what an orangutan looks like?
Max, watch the road.
Okay.
Ugh, I hate that thing. It's like a leash.
Let me just see who it is.
I'm not getting a pulse on either.
She's breathing. She's breathing. The little girl's alive. Give me a stretcher right now.
Is that the house?
Yeah, that's it.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Wow.
Looks just the same. Come on, I want to show you something. I had Sanders update everything. I thought you might like it.
I love it. This is the perfect place for me to work on my recipes. Thank you.
That's what I was hoping.
You're so sweet.
I'm glad you like it. Okay, come on. I'll go get the rest of the bags.
Willie? Willie? Where are you, Bully? Bully?
Oh, sorry. I'm Sanders. I manage the family estate.
Sanders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you scared me. I'm
Eve, yes, I know. Congratulations on your nuptials. I'm sorry we couldn't make it out there.
silly to fly 21 hours for a wedding. I'm just up here looking for Bully.
Oh, well, right there.
Bully! Hey! Hi. What are you doing?
Tom's just downstairs.
Oh, well, let's go down. I was just changing bulbs when Bully found me. We've been waiting for Tom to come home for a long time.
Come on, Bully.
Welcome home, Tom.
Good to see you. It's been a while, Sanders.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you.
Well, everything is ready to go, I think. You'll find it all satisfactory.
Feels like I just left yesterday.
Yes, well, Menabar's been taking care of everything.
Manny?
Yes.
She's still around?
Yes, yes, yes. She's looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I bet.
You look terrific.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a nice couple years.
It's good you're back, Tom. We've needed you here. Maintaining this house has been a full-time job.
No, I'm sure you have everything under control, Sanders. You always do.
For my most beloved, yours always, Margot.
I'll be there first thing.
Who is behind the door?
Evie! Come say goodbye. Sanders heading back to the city.
So nice to meet you. Thank you again for all your work.
No, it's nothing.
Come by for dinner soon. I'd love to cook for you.
Yes, that'd be great.
Well, if you need anything, you'll call me. The reception here is still pretty bad, but I had the landline connected. So.
Okay.
All right.
Come here.
Tom, be honest with me. It's not weird for you to be here again? In her house?
It's our house, Eve. Remember that.
I don't think Sanders likes me much.
Well, you're not alone, trust me. Don't mind him, he's a strange one. He's devoted his whole life to the Blakes. She used to call him her puppy.
Really?
I just realized I've completely forgotten something very important.
Where are we going?
Welcome home, Mrs. Stewart.
This room is beautiful. Was this where you...
No, I've never slept in this room before. Thought it'd be good to switch things up.
Feels so good to be here. I hate flying.
You hate anything invented after 1940.
Planes are older than that. You need to brush up on your history. I decided I'm glad we came back to the States.
Me too.
I love you, Tom.
I love you.
Oh. Willie! Willie! Wanna go for a walk? Come on. Okay. Suit yourself.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help you with anything, dear?
No, I'm all right. Thanks.
Are you staying here in town?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Where are you staying?
My husband and I live on Chestnut Street.
Oh, what a beautiful street. I didn't know anybody had moved to Chestnut.
No, it's my husband's house, but he's been overseas the last few years.
The Blake House? Are you married to Tom Stewart?
Yes. Do you know Tom?
Blake House? Oh, my dear.
Mrs. Stewart,
Yes.
I've been taking care of the house.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone. Oh, I think Sanders mentioned something. Are you Mrs. Menaby?
Menabar.
Sorry, Mrs. Menabar. I'm Eve. Mrs. Stewart's a little bit formal for me. I don't know that there's much to do. The house is already so clean. Of course, you cleaned it. Well, I've never had a housekeeper before, Mrs. Menabar, so I'm not really sure.
Well, shall I help you with your groceries?
Sure.
Get dinner started.
Thanks. That'd be great. I bought a chicken to roast with some potatoes, and I'm gonna make an apple pie for dessert.
It sounds tantalizing.
Perfect.
Enjoy your evening.
Don't you want to say hello to Tom?
Another time.
Tom, finally. I missed you.
I missed you too.
Come here.
Where's my boy? Where's Bully?
I don't know. I think he's wandering around the house. What do you think? Doesn't it look nice? Tom?
you have a nice day? Chicken's delicious. Evie, I'm sorry. I've had a really long day. I wasn't expecting...
What? A nice dinner?
No. I didn't think it bothered me, but coming into the house, seeing the dining room laid out with our wedding china.
Wedding china? Oh. Mrs. Menabar didn't mention that, or I would have never taken them.
Menabar?
Yeah.
She brought them out.
Yes, I told her I wanted something special for our first dinner. What?
Lenny never liked me. I doubt it was a coincidence.
Tom, don't say that. She's been very nice to me. I'm sure she just wasn't thinking.
Has she really been nice?
Yes, she has. Why?
Well, she was so crazy about... Well, I'm glad she's been nice to you. Maybe she's mellowed. Anyway, there's something I need to discuss with you.
What?
Well, I realized I've been gone too long. I really need to look more closely at our accounts. Sanders was right to call me back. They're a mess. We need to start streamlining, really rethink some of our investment strategies. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna have to be much more hands-on than I thought. I'll be going into the city every day during the week.
Oh.
At least for the first few weeks.
I think there's someone in the house.
This is Bully. I love you, Eve. It's not too lonely up here.
I'm used to being alone. All I need is you. And maybe... You know that thing we talked about?
Hmm?
I didn't refill my prescription.
Good. Let's hope we made a baby.
I love what you've done with the room.
Oh, hold on, Mrs. Menabar. Sorry. 1 second. Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hi, sweetheart.
Something wrong?
No, Mrs. Menabar just gave me a fright.
Well, tell her I say hi.
Tom says hello.
Can you do dinner with Sanders tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
How are things?
Uh-huh. Good. I'm just working my recipes.
Okay, love you.
Okay. I love you.
Be home soon.
Bye.
Tea?
Yes, please.
Eve, I'd like to apologize about the china. I wasn't thinking, and that was tactless of me.
It's fine. I'm sure it's been a difficult adjustment for everyone. Tom just called. He says that Sanders is coming for dinner tomorrow.
Will you be cooking?
Yes, of course. I'm gonna make something special.
Are these your recipes?
Yes. I'm working on a cookbook.
How impressive.
Thank you. I found a publisher who seems kind of interested.
May I ask what you did before?
I worked in a restaurant.
How nice.
Actually, that's where I met Tom.
How romantic.
Oh, I love this old-fashioned tea infuser. It's so pretty.
Pretty things for a pretty girl.
Oh, great. Finally.
Eve Stewart?
Yes.
Just sign here, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on in. Here would be great.
There's more on the chop.
Mrs. Menabar?
Your things have arrived.
Yes, and I was just going into the city.
Go ahead. We wouldn't want you to miss your train.
I just want the boxes in the sitting room, and I'll organize everything later.
Of course.
You're a lifesaver.
Hello there.
Hello.
You're Tom Stewart's new wife, aren't you? Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Eve, nice to meet you.
I'm Alice. Welcome to Isling-on-Hudson. Susan Gummerby told me you were a pretty one.
Do you know Tom?
Oh, yes. We all know Tom. I expect everyone remembers the day he arrived. He was such a beautiful boy. Oh, no offense, darling. I'm sure he's still a very handsome man. I haven't seen him myself yet, but whoo-wee, what a splash it made when he came into town with her. Well, her being so much older than him. How old is he now?
38.
Time certainly does fly, doesn't it? He didn't know anything then. I hear he's quite sophisticated now. Of course, that will happen when you inherit all that Blake money. But this is all ancient history to you. You're only a baby. How old are you?
27?
Then you still have no idea. Old age, no fun. Aching bones, can't sleep. Blood freezing. Some unrecognizable old biddy staring at you in the mirror.
Aren't you taking the train?
Oh, no. Susan Gummerby told me that you walked by, and I just wanted to say hello. You know, I don't know how you can sleep in that house.
What?
We'll talk again soon, dear. You have a fun time in the city.
Tom?
Evie, I'm in here.
Hey, you're home early.
Great timing. I was just making some drinks.
Perfect.
Our stuff came today.
Mm-hmm.
Where you been?
I went into the city.
City? Eve, why didn't you call me?
I don't know, I didn't think to.
Evie, you know the deal. If you don't want to carry a cell phone, you have to let me know what you're up to.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you for unpacking all my clothes. To my most perfect wife.
Why would she? It's embarrassing. Morning. Eve, it's afternoon. I must have overslept. That's all right. Did you sleep well? Not really. Mrs. Menabar, why did you unpack all my things?
Because you told me to.
No, I didn't.
You said you hated having everything in boxes.
What? I didn't. I said to leave everything in the sitting room.
I'm sorry if I put anything in the wrong place. I was just trying to help.
But I didn't tell you.
Did I put anything in the wrong place?
Not really.
Good. I'm glad I remembered your instructions. Being tired and jet lag makes you do strange things. You need a good night's sleep.
I sleep too much here.
Your body's adjusting. Don't worry. If you need help, I'm here. Don't be afraid to ask for it. Is it Mr. Sanders coming for dinner tonight? How can I help?
Smells delicious in here.
Good. We've been working in the kitchen all day.
Looks great.
Excuse me. You have to help set the table, and you're in charge of drinks. Napkins are...
Got him.
Okay.
Looks great in here.
Surprise! It's been so long.
Wendy.
Sanders let it slip that you were having a dinner party.
Perfect.
I'm Eve. I've heard so much about you.
Have you?
I have to set another place. Excuse me.
Yeah, come on in. Eve's made us a delicious meal.
So hot and humid. Must be a relief to be back stateside.
I enjoyed it there. There were so many places to visit.
Yes, tell us about them. So exotic. Was the food terrible? Didn't your nephew get sick and tired?
Yes, she did.
Sanders? Stomach flu or something? How awful. I'm sorry. Is that your homeland?
Eve's American. We just happened to cross paths in Asia.
Well, lucky for you. Where are you from then, Eve?
Originally the West Coast.
Is your family still there?
I don't have any family anymore. Except for Tom.
Ooh, how grim.
Eve's putting together a cookbook.
Oh.
Yeah, inspired by the tastes of Southeast Asia.
Oh, that's sweet. What, just for fun?
No, there's an editor who's interested in maybe publishing it.
That's very nice. Tom, next time you come to the city, you have to see the apartment. I've got this new interior decorator. You wouldn't even recognize the place. I can take my own. Okay. What a tragic orphan. Did they all perish in a fire?
Yeah, what did happen?
Car accident.
Car accident.
Yes.
Didn't your parents die in one, too?
Wendy, come on.
I guess you do have something in common after all.
Oh, you can just leave it there. Thanks.
Don't you have any help, dear?
Yes, but only during the day.
Oh, good. Good help is really so hard to find. It's a cliche, but it's true.
Yes, Mrs. Menabar is wonderful.
Many. Is that witch still around? I thought she had gotten really sick.
Oh, no, she's still around.
Rumors of her demise were greatly exaggerated. Well, look at that. Full circle. My sister couldn't live without Minnie either.
Your sister?
Oh, She wouldn't know the first thing about running a house. Couldn't live without Minnie. And Minnie, of course, was devoted to her. My sister would say jump, and Minnie would stick a rocket up her ass.
But I thought you were Tom's sister.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, am I missing something?
No, God, no. That would be so wrong. Tom was married to my sister. I'm Tom's sister-in-law. Well, I was.
His first wife was your sister?
Yes, but I met him first in college. We became quite close. But then I introduced him to my big sister, and, well, she always got what she wanted. When she passed away, Tom came to stay with me in the city. He was quite a comfort to me. And I'm pretty sure I was to him, too. But then one day, out of the blue, he said he was going to travel and that he needed some space. And, well, you know what happened from there.
I guess so. We better.
I grew up here, you know, in this town, this house. Never meant much to me, but my sister, she loved it. Left it to Tom, but he's never to sell it. The only occupants are to be him and his blood, stipulated in her will.
But he doesn't have any family.
Well, she wasn't counting on dying so soon. I think she thought they'd have children someday. Of course, she was no spring chicken. I'm sure her ovaries were already shriveled up, but that's my sister for you. Sure, she was gonna get her way. But now, well, the best laid plans and all. She'd roll over in her grave if she knew Tom had found you. She'd just kill him. Ask Minnie. My sister was one jealous bitch. Ready? We should go back in. To this day, they still save me the corner table at Nico's, waiting for the day I bring Tom back. Do you remember all those good times we had at that restaurant? The time you got a little tipsy?
Okay, Wendy, that's enough.
You know, it's getting late. Why don't I give you a ride back to the city, Wendy?
No, I'm catching up with my brother and his new lovely young bride.
It's late, and we have an early day tomorrow.
You have an early day tomorrow with Sanders or a late night with little Eve. I bet you can't get enough of that young skin.
Enough, Wendy!
Is it?
You okay?
Wendy!
I can't breathe, Sanders. Wendy! We gotta get her up. You okay?
Jesus.
Are you all right?
What was that?
Let me get you some water.
Oh, I must have choked on dessert.
Here you go.
Oh, screw the water.
You all right? This was a tough one. Come here. Come on. I'm sorry about Wendy.
You told me she was your sister.
I think of her as a sister.
That's disgusting. She was your sister-in-law and you've slept with her. How can you say you think of her as your sister?
Eve, it's not like that.
Not like what? How stupid do you think I am? Well?
We were friends for a long time. It was a strange period for me after I left here. I wasn't thinking straight. I had a few moments of weakness, but I swear I only think of her as a sister now.
But she isn't. She is your dead wife's sister.
Calm down. You're upsetting yourself. Listen to me. I've always been alone. I've never known what it was like to have a real family. You, of all people, know what that feels like. Wendy was the one constant in my life for a long time. Now, I'm sorry if you feel like I misled you, but for a while, especially after she died, Wendy felt like the only family I had. You understand that?
Yeah.
But you're right. She's not my family. You are. We are going to build our own family.
I don't like her.
Then you never have to see her again.
Morning. I need some coffee. Well, if you prefer coffee, I can fix you a cup.
That's all right. I'll start with this. I'm sorry the kitchen was such a mess.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. Did you enjoy your party?
Mrs. Menabar, how long have you been here?
I'm sorry?
Since before Tom moved here?
Oh, yes. Long before that.
And your husband, what does he do?
My husband. My husband left me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed. I didn't realize.
It's all right. It was a long time ago. And I believe that everybody gets what they deserve. Heartbreak begets heartbreak. But to get back to your original question, yes, I've been here a very long time.
You knew her well then?
Who?
Tom's first wife.
Yes. I knew her very well.
What was she like?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I think I do.
She was wonderful. She was kind. She was smart. She was beautiful, full of life. The house was always filled with guests. Everyone loved her, especially Tom. And she adored him. They were so in love, he never left her side. She took care of everything. They spent all their time together, boating, traveling, throwing parties. They were so happy. And then everything changed when she got sick. It was very hard on everyone. It's a terrible thing to lose your mind.
Mrs. Menabar?
Sanders,
Hi.
come in,
Yeah,
please.
thanks, yeah.
Make yourself at home. I'm gonna put on some clothes. I was in the shower when I heard the doorbell.
Of course, sure.
I don't know what he sees in her, but... What's so hard,
How could this happen?
Well, don't worry. It's in the early stages. I'm taking care of it. It won't be a problem.
Sanders? Sanders? Sanders?
Didn't Tom tell you I was coming?
No, he didn't say anything.
Well, that's odd. I got what I was looking for. So.
What were you looking for?
Tom is probably waiting for me at the
Sanders,
office.
you
Thank
can't
you
just
again
go-
for dinner. It was wonderful.
Mrs. Menabar, I thought you had left. Sanders was just here and I didn't see you.
Are you all right, Eve?
Yes.
Sit down. Did you see a package on the table by the door? No? There was a package on the table and it's gone now. Eve.
I'm just a little lightheaded. It's nothing.
Lightheaded. Anything else?
No. What do you mean?
Oh, well, it was just a touch of deja vu, that's all.
Like her, you mean?
Maybe it's something you ate.
No. Say what you meant, please.
Are you worried, Eve?
Of course not. I'm just wondering.
Well, it started with little things. She was very lethargic, irritable, and sometimes faint. She slept badly. And then she started to forget things. People told her. Whole conversations sometimes. And it got worse quickly. Hallucinations. She thought the whole world was against her. Are you sure you're okay, Eve?
Yes, I'm fine.
It's funny, I didn't hear Sanders come in.
Where were you? I was calling.
Well, I was right here the whole time.
In the kitchen?
Yes. Why?
Never mind.
You sure walk fast. Hi.
Hi.
Alice. We met at the train station.
Yes, I know. I remember. How are you?
Well, good. Can't complain. Where were you heading?
I was just out for a walk.
I'll walk with you. How are you liking our little town?
It's very nice.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, very nice.
How are you sleeping?
Excuse me?
How are you sleeping?
Fine. Why do you ask?
Well, are you seeing things?
Seeing things?
Things that aren't there. Things that nobody else sees.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The minute that you start feeling strange, you go straight to a doctor. You hear me? And don't let Tom cook for you. Only eat what you prepare yourself. And if you start feeling unwell, you just go. Don't tell Tom. You go. Don't forget what I told you.
Tom?
Hey, I came home early.
Are you cooking?
Yes? We're celebrating. I got some good news today.
One of the accounts?
Not quite. I'll tell you when everything's confirmed, but I think you're gonna be happy. Philly cheesesteaks with mushrooms.
Okay.
Dinner is served.
You don't want any peppers or mushrooms on yours?
It's good. No, I like mine plain. What's the matter? You're not hungry? You're missing out.
Tom, can I ask you something?
Sure. What?
Can you tell me about Margot?
What?
You never want to talk about it, but I want to know. I need to know.
I'm sorry, Eve.
Please.
I was young. I met her, and for a while we were very happy.
Tom.
Limbic encephalitis. It is very difficult to diagnose. We didn't realize she was sick at first. It started with night terrors, something she hadn't had since she was a child. Her behavior became more and more erratic. She'd go into town for groceries and come back screaming. She would lock herself in the attic. She thought everyone was conspiring against her. She scared everyone in town. They all loved her so much, but they didn't recognize her. I didn't recognize her. She was so paranoid. She thought she was being poisoned. She didn't trust anybody. By the time the doctors figured out what was wrong, it was too late.
Mrs. Gummerby?
I'm a bit busy right now.
I don't mean to bother you.
But you are.
Yes, well, I'm sorry about that, but I need you to tell me where I can find your friend Alice.
Try the library. She likes the smell of forgotten things.
Thank you. Hello? Anybody here?
Oh, Eve, dear. Oh, did I scare you? Oh, child, you have to have a stronger stomach than that. Can I help you with something?
Are you the librarian?
More or less. They don't have a full-time one anymore. So I help out when I can. Can I help you with a particular book?
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me?
I was hoping you could maybe explain what you meant the other day about being careful.
I see. Something give you cause for concern?
No. No, of course not. I was just curious.
Were you?
Yes. What did you mean?
Oh, I'm just an old biddy. Can't you see? But since you're here, I do have a few books you might find interesting. There it is.
What is it?
The very last book she borrowed from the library.
Who?
You know who, dear.
Margot. Barbiturate acid, odorless powder soluble in water. Effects include sleepiness, hallucination, headache, edema, plant. Effects include restlessness, hallucination, fungus. Effects include mania or psychosis, headaches, nausea, and vomiting.
Back to the Blake house so soon, dear.
It's my house, Alice.
If you say so, dear.
Sanders? Sanders! Mrs. Menabar.
Here.
Was Sanders just here?
Sanders, no.
Are you sure? I just saw him.
Here, in the house.
What? No. He looked right at me and kept walking.
Do you see him now?
What?
Of course not. I saw him outside.
He didn't come to the door.
I'm not crazy.
No one's saying you're crazy, Eve.
Forget it. Just forget it.
Maybe you're just a little confused. It's all right. Happens to all of us.
I know what I saw.
Why don't you go lie down? You look tired. I'll bring you a nice hot cup of tea.
Mrs. Menabar? Did Tom used to cook for her before?
Yes. He was very proud that he can make all of her favorite dishes.
He never cooked for me until we moved here. It's probably because I just never gave him the chance.
Yeah. That's probably the reason why.
Thank you, Mrs. Menabar.
Hey, what's the matter? It's me.
Oh my God, Tom.
What? What is it?
There's something in the house.
Calm down. It's all right. Let me have a look.
No. There was banging and...
Banging? It's just the boiler. I'm sure it hasn't been serviced in a while. I'm sorry it scared you.
Where were you?
I missed the train. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go in.
No, there's something in the house. The door opened and there's no one there.
What did you say?
The door, it opened by itself. The handle turned.
That's not funny, Eve.
Tom.
Who have you been talking to?
What?
Oh, did somebody tell you it'd be a great joke? Huh? Have a laugh about it?
What are you talking?
Who put you up to this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Eve. I don't know what got into me.
Why are you so angry?
I thought you were playing a joke. I thought maybe someone had told you about the crazy things she started to say after she got sick.
She said she saw doors open?
Yes. All kinds of crazy stuff. She gets so angry with me when I didn't believe her.
But it really was the disease, right?
Of course it was.
I really did see it.
Eve, maybe you should see someone. You're not well rested. You've barely been eating. Have you had a single night of proper sleep since we've been here? I'll have Sanders see if he can get some sleep aids for you. You know doors can't open themselves, right?
Right. Tom, do you ever feel like we made a mistake coming back here?
Mistake? What do you mean?
I just haven't felt like myself since we've been here. Is there any chance we can go back?
There's a stipulation as part of my inheritance.
For you to never rent or sell the house.
How do you know that?
Wendy told me.
The full stipulation is that I'm to live nowhere but here. Always.
But you've been in Asia for years.
Living in hotels. If I were to ever put down roots anywhere but here, I'd lose the inheritance. The investments, all the money, all of it.
So we can never leave here?
I'm working on it. My lawyer thinks there might be a loophole. In the meantime, I'll tell you what, I won't go in tomorrow. We'll sleep in, spend the day together, maybe go on the boat. What do you think?
It's so nice out here.
Yeah, it is. Don't you like BLTs?
I do.
Take a bite then, please. You need to eat.
I will. Tom, have I done something wrong? Are you...
What? What do you mean?
No, nothing. Tom, that's Alice. And Mrs. Gummerby.
So?
Why are they staring at us?
Dave, they're just enjoying the view.
No, they're staring at us.
Just ignore them. This town is full of busybodies. It's always been like that. Can't let it bother you. See? They're leaving.
Are you not feeling well?
I'm fine.
You haven't worked on your recipes in a long time.
I know. I should. I just haven't been in the mood.
Something on your mind, Eve?
Why do the people in the village... They look at me like... I don't know. We were on the boat yesterday, and people gathered to watch us.
Are you sure they weren't just out for a walk?
Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe they were looking at the boat.
Why?
It was hers. It's been in dry storage for years, but she used to take it out almost every day. Must have given them a shock to see it out on the water after all this time.
I didn't think of that.
No. Why would you? Eve, you're looking a little peaked. Need to catch up on your sleep.
No.
I sleep too much. Mrs. Menabar, you don't think it could be something else, right?
What do you mean, Eve?
Things just haven't been the same since we've gotten here. Tom seems so different. Tom's first wife. You don't think Tom... She really was sick, right?
What are you trying to say, Eve?
Nothing. I don't know.
Are you frightened?
Sometimes.
It's terrifying, isn't it? You give your life over to someone. You trust them with it. And in the end, who really knows anybody?
Please stop.
I was just thinking out loud. So you were gonna ask me something?
Is there a picture of her somewhere?
No.
There must be one somewhere. I know it sounds strange, but I feel close to her somehow.
Of course you do. If there's nothing else, I'll be going.
Of course. Thank you, Mrs. Menabar, for everything. You've been such a big help to me.
Why would I put that there? That's not right at all. God, this is a mess. What am I doing? This is so disorganized. No fishes in there because it's chicken. No, this is...
You will never forgive us. Where is she?
Sanders.
I need to talk to her. I need to find her.
What the hell?
This was your idea, you little bitch.
Sanders, you're scaring me.
This house has been in the family for generations. How could he do this? She needs me to take care of her. She needs me to take care of the house. What will she do if I can't take care of her?
Please, you're hurting me.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt you. I just need you to help me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, you do. No. You do. Where is she? You need to stop Tom from selling the house. He's found some sort of loophole, and it's just not right. It can't end this way. She will never forgive us.
Who?
Oh, my God. You really don't know, do you?
Sanders, you're not making any sense. I want you out of my house right now.
She will not let this happen. You don't know what she's capable of. Tell her I will fix this.
I need to go.
You'll be sorry.
Get the hell out of my house! Alice? Alice? Alice?
Yes, dear, I'm here, dear. No need to shout.
Last time I was here, you said that if I had any questions, I could come to you. Well, I do. I need to know more about her.
Who, dear?
Margot Blake, Tom's first wife.
Shush it! No need to shout at me.
I'm sorry. Can you help me?
Of course I can. All you had to do was ask. Her family founded this town. Her great-grandfather started this library. We love her here. Here she is with Wendy. Oh, they were such beautiful children. Like angels. Here she is in the stable. Oh, she'd such a way with animals. She could control any horse, no matter how wild.
Alice? Alice, why do you have all these personal photos?
Well, Wendy didn't really care for them. The children never really got along. Wendy was always very spiteful, very jealous. Tom left them with the family estate. They're stored here, with me for safekeeping. Well, it was only right. Tom married into the family, but he never really belonged. Then he brought you. Did you really think that you could ever take her place? Did you? Did you think you'd be welcome to this town, to this house, to her boat, her bed? Oh. Wedding picture.
Mrs. Metavar.
What? No. That's Mrs. Menabar. She died a few years ago.
I'll bring you a nice hot cup of tea.
And, of course, I took this one. The very last photo of Margot Blake.
No! Tom?
She's bullied.
You knew her well then?
I knew her very well.
My sister was one jealous bitch.
We've been waiting for Tom to come home for a long time.
No! Oh my God, no! I need to use your phone. I need to use your phone! Please. Oh my God, Tom, thank God.
Evie? Is that you?
Tom, can you hear me?
Evie? Eve, I can barely hear you. The reception's terrible, but I'm almost home. I have some wonderful news.
No, Tom, don't leave my... Tom,
I'll see you in a few minutes. I think you're gonna be really happy.
no, stay away from the house.
Tom! God, Sanders, enough, please.
No, Tom, you gotta listen to me. You can't do this.
I know how much you love the family, how much you loved her, but she's gone.
She's not gone. She's been waiting for you for years and years.
She's dead, Sanders. Get over it. She's dead.
She's dead, but she's not gone. Just because she hasn't let you see her doesn't mean that she's not there.
She's been trapped in that house, but she's been waiting for you. And what do? You marry some dumb little slut, and then you try to sell her house.
Jesus. Are you insane?
I need you to give me your word. I need you to promise me.
She needs me to take care of her. She needs the house in the family.
There's no family, Sanders. The Blakes are gone. Margot is gone.
You never deserved her. It should have been me.
No! Tom!
Give me the gun, Sanders.
Promise me you'll always remember me.
You're the love of my life. You'll always be with me. I swear.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Stewart, can you hear me?
Calm down. Your baby is fine.
What?
You're in the first trimester and you've been through a major shock. We'll make sure your pregnancy is a healthy one.
Tom?
Mrs. Stewart. Oh, I guess I almost missed you.
I'm glad to see you got your personal effects. I'm Gary Davidson, the attorney that your husband engaged to look into the house.
Joker, my husband.
Very sorry for your loss. Tom was a good man. Listen, I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I was just wondering if you had any instructions for me regarding the house.
Instructions?
Now that Tom has passed, you're the sole beneficiary. You inherit everything, including the house. And as you know, Tom was determined to find a way out of his first wife's caveat that he lived there, and we did it. We were about to put the house on the market when...
No. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Your husband led me to believe that the two of you were very anxious to sell it.
No, no. I have to go home. My husband's waiting for me.
I'm sorry?
I have to go home. Tom is waiting.
Perhaps this isn't the best time to... We'll talk soon, Mrs. Stewart.
Tom, I have some good news. Tom, please.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
You don't have him.
He was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be here in the house. He was supposed to be mine.
I thought he was here with you.
He's lost. He's lost forever.
Tom is gone.
You are the reason this happened.
You took him away from me.
You're the reason that he wanted to sell the house.
No! We still have a part of him.
He's gone.
I can give us a piece of Tom.
He's gone.
We're having this baby. We have Tom's baby. Here. You. Me. Yes. Yes. I have no one. I have no family. Nobody loved Tom like I did. Except for you. But we still love each other.
Mama. I finished my cereal. Can I go play now?
Sure.
Can you come with us today?
Another time.
We are going to build our own family.